Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out the Future Games Show at Gamescom 2023. You know, it surprises me because the Future Games Show, they have like 3 or 4 showcases a year, because they have the spring one, the one at the summer, the one at Gamescom, which I guess you could call the fall. I don't know if they have a winter one, but at this point they might as well just make it a quarterly show and just like, let's move on with the world. For all I know, it already exists. All right. So the Gamescom opening night live, which is like the main showcase that kicks off Gamescom. It's around a 2-hour long showcase, and it's kind of like E3, it's kind of like Summer Game Fest, it's kind of like Tokyo Game Show. That we already watched, and that will be at the video that would have went live yesterday, most likely. So if you're looking for that, go find it there. Otherwise, this is just another showcase that happened during Gamescom, because Gamescom is essentially E3, but for Europe, it happens in Germany every year. It's been going on for a very long time, and they have this big gathering of developers and companies and stuff, and one of the things that took place was the Future Games Show. I don't know if any other public, like, cavalcade of trailers style presentations happened. The only two I'm immediately aware of is Opening Night Live and the Future Game Show. I'll look around and see, but I haven't seen anyone mention anything, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen, because there's these things happening all the time. So it looks like it's around an hour and a half. We'll see if that's actually the case, or if there's like a after show that we don't watch because it's just people sitting around chatting. Because, I mean, why would we watch people sit around chat when we can just sit around and chat? You know, just saying. Anyway, all right. So this is the Future Game Show at Gamescom. Let's get started.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Future Games Show at Gamescom 2023. My name is Erika Ishii, and I am the voice of Valkyrie in Apex Legends. But today, I am taking a break from owning the skies to bring you a care package of video game goodness. And to do that, I've enlisted the help of my good buddy and fellow stray god, Troy Baker!
Ta-da! That's right, everybody. So happy to be here with you, Erika. I am, of course, Troy Baker.
Of
you might know me as Higgs from Death Stranding, or hell, maybe
This
even
fucking
The Last
guy.
of Us.
The TV show.
There was a TV show. I definitely had more screen time in the game. But anyway, it's good to be back here hosting the Future Games Show and to be here in person with you, Erika.
Thank you so much. Likewise, Troy.
We've got world premieres, developer presentations,
Demo drops, gameplay trailers.
release date reveals, and much, much, much more. So strap in, get comfy, maybe get yourself some
I hope
snacks,
so,
go to
because
the
I felt
bathroom.
lied to watching
and don't forget to
Gamescom.
wish list anything that strikes your fancy. That's important.
Very important. And after the show, you can watch all of today's trailers on the Future Game Show YouTube channel and read all about the featured games on Gamesradar.com.
Okay. Shall we get into it?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome, because I've always wanted to do this. Let's get started with our first
World premiere.
Okay, that was her line, and that sounded like a robot voice with a British
I
accent.
didn't like that. Not at all. Okay.
A robot
you
voice with a
watch this,
British
and
accent.
I'm going to go sort out our technical difficulties.
She's gonna hurt somebody, so we'll be back.
That was very fast.
Restoring connection. Warning. Warning. Agent update.
It's interesting how they like have spider webs for the gun instead of holding it.
Do not stop. I expect perfection.
Stop dead. Okay. That was really cool.
That was Stop Dead, a superhuman shooter where catching a breath means instant death. And it's coming to PC on October 5th, so get it on your wish list.
Wonder who it's made by.
And as you can see behind me here, the developers have set up a very lucrative competition for all you speed demons out there. A special Future Game Show demo of Stop Dead is available right now on Steam. And if you set the highest score or the fastest time, you could be in the chance for winning a PS5 or an Xbox.
Ooh, Troy.
That's cool.
Look, our scores from the rehearsals are up. It looks like I might be getting one of those Xboxes.
Yay, I'm number 2. Well, I'm sure one of you can do better than us. So if you download the demo and give it your best shot, you have until August 30th.
You think that robot is gone now?
I think we're clear of all robots.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'm gonna try this again, all right?
Go for it.
It's time for another world premiere. Ooh,
Smashed it.
Feels good.
I like her. Troy is Troy.
This is outrage! This is you. You play outrage with friends. Now you
She's
have
delightful,
friends.
yeah.
Punch 'em, kick 'em. Throw your friends. Throw your friends at other friends. Throw other friends at their friend. Throw everybody to their doom. Kick ass. Gain rage. Rage up. Kick more ass. Rage up more. Overrage.
Did you guys hire the Power Thirst dude to do this trailer?
Use weapons. Combos.
Overrage.
Smash that wall.
It's got to be a Power Thirst flavor.
Shut the toilet. Bring the pain in 32-player battle royale. Free for all.
This makes me think of those Power Thirst commercials.
Unleash your inner rage with outrage. Coming spring 2024.
That was Outrage, a 32-player brawler from Hardball Games. It's coming to Steam Early Access on spring 2024, so you can biff, pow, thonk, whatever, right onto your wish lists.
Oh, and speaking of wish lists, we should talk about our dedicated Future Games Show Steam page.
Absolutely.
Which
My
you
wish list
find
on Steam's
by searching
gross.
Future Games Show on Steam.
It's like over 100 games.
This is where you're going to be able to find every game that is featured in the show today, so keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it, and while you're at it, you should also check out our official Future Game Show social channels, like the YouTubes, the TikToks, and the whatnot, where you can expect to find follow-up developer interviews and other juicy video content featuring our in-house hosts. Not us. The other guys. Yeah. But for now, let's take a look at Streets of Rogue 2 next, an action-packed open-world roguelite that takes inspiration from games like Deus Ex, GTA Skyrim, and Stardew Valley.
Oh,
You just
classics.
picked some
Right, well,
buzzwords.
let's see it.
Is that a gorilla? It's Coco Jobro. Coco Jobro had a gun. Coco, how could you?
Streets of Rogue 2 is coming to PC in 2024. What is next, Erica?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because you've yeed your last hard, Troy. Stick 'em up.
Are you doing Whoa, just slow your roll there, Erica. It's only a trailer.
Yeah, for our rootin' tootin' roguelike where you play as the most dangerous soul in limbo. Yeehaw!
I love it. I love all of it.
Troy, you're bringing the room down. Come on, man.
They say that Limbo is a world made from memories of the dead. And memories
Oh, well, that looks suck.
treacherous. Sometimes I only see glimpses of mine. And sometimes I remember too much.
A roguelite with death on your side. Soul Slinger, Envoy of Death. It looked like it was
That
running
was
really
Soul Slinger,
rough, though.
Envoy of Death. What a badass name, right?
Yeah.
It's a Wild West first-person shooter coming to Steam early access later this year, but in the meantime, you can wishlist it, and you can also play the demo on Steam right now.
Yeah, let's check in with Eternites next. A
Eternites.
post-apocalyptic hack and slash where you beat up monsters, clear dungeons, and go on dates.
Still sounds better than Tender. Let's check it out.
A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
I want to play this.
We should get out of here.
Get ready. Monsters are coming your way.
Guys, we gotta go. Let's get out of here.
It's happening again.
That looked like it sucked.
I control the cold front. I like hanging out with you. Hang on. We need to stop it. I knew I shouldn't have done this.
Sweet. Game looks cool. Game looks super cool.
That was Eternites, which is coming to PlayStation and PC on September.
Eternites. Like eternal. Not Eternites. Eternites. Come on, Troy. Erica said it in the first part.
September 12th. You know what to do. Hit that wishlist button.
We're throwing it
Eternites.
over to the Game Kitchen now, as they've cooked up a launch trailer for their pixelated Metroidvania Blasphemous 2.
Yeah, that's just released.
Rated M for mature.
Eternites is another game. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, lovely.
But on this ascending path of penitence, the Arch Confraternity awaits you.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
Those
great.
penitents that the miracle itself took as its sentinels.
I don't think we saw
Now
this one
await your
specifically,
arrival.
Athena, because I don't think this one was out yet when we did the
Orospina,
trailer review for
the
Blasphemous 2.
confraternity of
But
embroilers.
we've seen the game.
Benedicta. Of
Yeah,
the
this game, absolutely.
confraternity Of endless orison. Odon. Of the confraternity of salt. Lesmes. Of the confraternity of incorruptible flesh. All under the dictate of the oldest penitent. Eviterno. Father of the penitents.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. That's when Blasphemous 2 is out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch.
Okay, well, let's switch things up a little. Billy Goat Entertainment is here to tell
Billy
us
Goat
all about
Entertainment?
the wonders of the gig economy. Here's a gameplay trailer for their satirical bicycle messenger simulator, Parcel Core.
The name of the game is Parcel Core.
Ever arrive at your favorite artisan cheese seller to find they've just closed? At Billy Good Entertainment, we know a thing or two about running late. Just ask our publisher. Gah, but tardy timekeeping need not be a problem anymore with these top traversal tips from our new game, Parcel Core. Rather than sit in traffic like some zombie sheeple, why not skid through a pedestrianised zone? Encounter a perilous bone-crunching drop? Just hop onto a piece of masonry and effortlessly wall ride to the other side. Stairs slowing you down? Grind along railings to maintain your momentum. Looking to move up in the world? Use a curved surface to propel yourself to new heights. Hurtling towards a parked articulated vehicle that's blocking your way? Just slide under it. You see, there's nothing to it. Now, sign this waiver and give it a go.
No. Is this Crazy Taxi meets Tony Hawk? That's exactly what it is. It is like friggin' The Sims Road Rage,
PC,
but
Xbox,
on a bike.
PlayStation in 2024. Go on.
Not The
Order
Sims,
delivery to your
Simpsons,
Steam wish
which is
list.
Simpsons
I dare
Road
you.
Rage. It's just Simpsons
And now
painted
for something completely
Crazy
different.
Taxi.
A psychological thriller about a man traveling through his own memories. Here's a brand new trailer for The Gap.
I better be able to choose
Hey,
the memories.
We're Jan and Sarah, founders of Label This. We're a two-person indie studio from Slovenia, currently working on our first game called The Gap.
Our announcement trailer actually opened last year's Future Game Show, and we've been very busy working on a game
Actually
since
really
then.
love the little
So
glitch
this
edits.
year, we're really happy to let you guys know that The Gap is coming to PC and consoles this fall.
Today we have a new trailer to show you, but most importantly...
Actually really love that little glitch edit. That was really cool and
Where you
fun.
going? There's nothing there. Hey!
Dear Diary, Mom has been home for 4 days now.
And there's
She says
something
I'll have
fucking
to go to
wrong.
Blake's for some time because Dad isn't well, so I can't stay at home. Mom, Dad, it's a bunny. It's a real bunny.
Shh, sweetheart. We shouldn't scare her.
It's a girl? Oh, great. I'll call her Nibbles. He rarely goes out with us, and he doesn't eat at the table anymore. A few days ago, he fell asleep on the kitchen floor, and I couldn't wake him up for an hour.
Okay, Josh, this is it. Time to get your family and life back together.
Mia was terrified. She thought you were dead. Most patients reported hallucinations, Josh.
They're not hallucinations. If I can enter and explore a certain reality multiple times without anything within it changing, Amber, it's a parallel universe.
Or you're just crazy.
Hey, I'm home.
Hey, Dad. This is my 13th attempt to reach you this month.
Mind the gap between the trailer and the launch date. We have British producers. This one is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in October. Anyway, over to you.
Well, dead or alive, you're coming with me to see our next trailer because it's RoboCop Rogue City. Nailed it.
Crushed.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity...
Does this look better? The first trailer for the RoboCop game, everyone said looked like crap.
...has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers.
Provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a machine?
OCP holds the scalpel.
My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police officers suffering from emotional trauma.
What's hiding in that metal head of yours?
I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages.
Drop it, scum.
Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online.
It's RoboCop!
It's that service box, isn't it?
I am detecting a short circuit.
Wakey!
Looking at the map of this place, and it's huge.
OCP tracking device torn out. I am going to follow the blood trail.
However, one aspect of your composition that has been severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
We must smash that thing.
I've heard people refer to you by different names.
Hey there, Murphy.
Fire at will.
I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
My name is...
RoboCop
looks
Rogue
like a
City is
shooter
coming soon
game.
to PC and consoles, and it's actually part of your Prime directives to put it on your wish list. So get to it.
You know, everything here at the Future Game Show, everything we do it for you.
Is that a Bryan Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's why we've got an action-packed Robin Hood game up next.
Yeah, it
so
just
let's
looks like
check
a shooter.
out Gangs of Sherwood.
Like, it looked like a pretty normal, generic shooter, just with RoboCop paint on it. So, like, if you wanted just another shooter, or you're really into RoboCop, you're probably good.
Another fine day ruined by Don't weep, rejoice. Come and see fearless heroes challenging the monsters of steel, channeling the good people's rage against our enemy. For their eyes were not made for crying, and there's no foe to resist their aim.
It didn't say Robin Hood, it said Gangs of Sherwood. Just because Robin Hood hangs out in Sherwood Forest doesn't mean he was the only guy, right?
No machine to beat their pulsing heart.
I still don't know what this is.
When the time has come to fight fire with fire. It takes a gang of thieves to retrieve our stolen
Fucking
land.
terrifying ass jester, holy shit. That feels like if the people that made Hood,
Who knew Friar Tuck would kick so
Outlaws
much
and
ass?
whatever,
No, right?
the freaking game where
Well,
you're
that
playing
is
as like a
really
bunch
lame
of
because
sneaky
Gangs of
rogues
Sherwood
or
is
whatever,
coming
if they
to
tried to make like,
PlayStation and Xbox on October 19th.
I don't know, if they tried again
So
and
we're
failed
jumping
just
a
as
few
bad.
light years ahead now as our next game lets you haul precious cargo across the final frontier. Here's the
Yeah, I
latest
didn't like
look
that
at
jester at all.
Star Trek.
That's gonna be a nightmare. This was shown off at one of the other showcases across like the summer. This Star Trekker game, and it was one of the most talked about trailers.
You don't want to become a human popsicle. Rule number 2, look after your truck will look after you. So patch up pinholes, keep the fuel tank topped up, and try not to ride those thrusters too hard for too long. Rule number 3, take time to stock up on supplies. You'll want the 4-packs nice and cold, any essentials close to hand. Rule number 4, always get the job done. Hitch, jump, and haul that cargo on time, and you'll never be short a dime. And lastly, be sure to enjoy the ride.
Truck Driver Simulator $23.99.
Get that radio on and get hauling. It's time to go Star Trucking.
10 for Rubber Ducky. Star Trekker is all locked up for a PC release in 2024. Over.
10-4, good buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, our next game, Castlecraft, was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year, and now the developers are back to give you your first look at gameplay.
Cool. In times of peril, build a castle. Spoken like a true capitalist. Sir, it's looking grim. What do we do? Build me another building. So castlist. This is like, what if Minecraft Legends let you build a castle? What if we combined Minecraft Legends, and Minecraft Dungeons and made them into one game?
Fortify your wish list with Castlecraft's Voxel Mayhem as it's coming to PC.
Next up, we've got
a hardcore shooter where you fight to survive in a cyberpunk megalopolis.
Okay, we're doing this thing against robot different. The British accent, hear that?
Okay, well, maybe we should just do what he says and
roll the clip.
Okay, no need to be rude about it.
I auditioned for that. Didn't get it, clearly.
I think you would have been better.
Are you salty, Troy? Jesus. Very atmospheric.
You have come a long way, Seven.
You were once their crown jewel, their prized instrument, death. And when they were done with you, you were tossed aside like a broken tool.
Is it a boomer shooter? It is. Oh, fuck. But it's just Quake. It's just Quake. Like, oh my god. What if we made Quake in 2023? Yep, it's just Quake. Looks great. Quake holds up great today. I'll take another one.
You chose exile in search of penance. In
Called
place
Sprawl?
of revenge. I
It's
seek to
available
give you
now? Fuck,
and
cool.
in return, I will be set.
That looks sweet. I need to see if one of my
Boom!
really
That
close
was
friends knows about that.
Sprawl. And yes, you read that right. We are very pleased to announce that it is out right now, as of 10 seconds ago. I think that's what we call a shadow drop in the industry.
You would be correct.
Go check it out on
dork.
Steam.
And now it's time for another world premiere. Oh my
Good job.
goodness. That was what takes it out of you. I need a drink.
A drink, you say? Well, perhaps our next game could be of some assistance.
Oh no, I need that. Oh, poor bunny. I mean, I guess the bunny didn't get crushed, so there's at least that. You have a bird on a twig in your hair. Oh, don't wipe that on your face. That you wiped up a bar counter with that. Where's your arm? Oh, is everyone missing their shoulders? Yeah. Feels like almost more work to not have their shoulders and elbows. I mean, I don't, maybe? Oh, that poor bunny. Okay.
That was your first look at Tavern Keeper, the next game from the creators of Game Dev Tycoon. It's coming to PC in 2024, and you can wishlist it right now.
And now it is time for some exciting news regarding an adorable amphibian with an assault rifle.
That's an
Let's see what's
Ak-xolotl.
new with Ak-xolotl.
Oh, it's just called Ak-xolotl? Okay.
They're cute and they're friendly. In the deep, dark forest they play. They start as Ak-xolotls, eat everything that they kill, armed and ready to slay.
Is this made by the Enter the Gungeon people? That looks like Enter the Gungeon.
Ak-xolotl, a lot of Ak-xolotls. A lot of Ak-xolotls.
Yeah, I want to play that. That looks great.
That was, without a question, Ak-xolotl. We are thrilled to reveal the news that Ak-xolotl is out on September 14th for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch.
Now it's time for a trio of trailers from our friends at Twin Sails Interactive. A smorgasbord of indie goodness, if you will. Prime your wishlist fingers.
I wanna play
News Tower?
for people with sunglasses. I wanna play for people with shirts. I'm keeping my sunglasses so I can see the people dancing around wearing shirts like me. My vision's getting darker, the lights are blinking faster, the colors of the disco ball
Bloomtown.
reflecting on the disco wall.
Free the town from demons. Okay. Oh, cute. It's like a turn-based RPG. Wantless? That game looks cool. It's almost like a play on Psychonauts.
Wantless is coming to early access in November 2023, and News Tower is coming to early access in early 2024. Elsewhere, Bloomtown is headed to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in Q2 2024.
My goodness, a lot of info covered there. This next game asks players to survive on an archipelago orbiting an eternal hurricane. But get this. You can build sails to turn your island home into a flying fortress.
I love flying fortresses. Ooh, let's see that in action.
Who would live there? Yeah, and you can ride on the Sky Turtle.
Is there like a draft in here? Aloft is floating its way onto PC in 2024. That was a wind joke. There's also a demo available of this wonderful game right now on Steam.
Didn't blow that one. During this year's summer showcase, we revealed that a beta demo for PlayStack's Gothic Souls-like The Last Faith was coming soon. And, well, let's just say we've got some news to share.
It's finally coming out. We did a video on The Last Faith in like February, and apparently the game was funded on Kickstarter like 7 years ago, and they hadn't had a single update for like 2.5 years. So everyone had just believed that the game had just been fully abandoned. And then out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, we're releasing in November. Okay, thanks, bye.
The Last Faith, coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in November. But you can go hands-on with the game right after the show, as the beta is live on Steam. So head on over to our Future Games Show Steam page to check it out.
And it looks like we've got another world premiere up next, and this one is all about the magic of editing.
Oh, yes. The producer said that I get to do some stuff on the companion app. All right, let's try wide shot on Troy. Mid shot on Troy.
Okay.
Extreme close up on Troy.
My personal favorite.
God, this fucking guy.
Are you playing with forces beyond our comprehension?
Oh, yeah. Close up on me.
He's so full of himself.
Oh yeah. Duplicate Troy.
There is no.
Double Troy.
Okay.
Double Troy.
This is simultaneously my biggest dream and worst nightmare. We need to fix this. No, we're not. Roll the trailer.
This is simultaneously my biggest dream and my worst nightmare.
The new game in town, this will blow you away, so you better sit down. It's Johnny Rush and the crew making movies with you. Me? Yeah, you! Direct the scene and help Johnny get through. You cannot even handle the amount of fun. Mixing brain-wrecking puzzles with jump and run. A lot of people said, this can't be done. I did it anyway, and even added guns. There's adventures with hats, minecarts and traps, high-speed car chases and deadly zaps. Yeah, it's a rap. It's a rap. It is a rap indeed. Now lean back, buckle up, and clap to the beat. It's a rap. Now can you say it again? It's a rap. Now go tell all your friends.
Take the elevator, kid.
There's not enough time.
Move the clip to the right and you'll be just fine.
It's a rap. This game, it really is the nicest. Look over here, we got a lot of shiny prizes. Now listen to me. Yeah, I don't talk no smack. The best game in the world is It's a Rap.
Come on, guys. It's the best game in the world. Sell it to me. And action.
It's a rap. Can you say it again? It's a rap. Now go tell all your friends. It's a rap.
That was a pretty good trailer. I don't care about the game very much, but
this next bit. My name is Troy, and I'm here to say It's a Rap is out now on PC. Damn it, they just don't really come up with platform names that rhyme. Why don't they do that?
That's okay. It's okay, Troy. Let me soothe your disappointment with another world premiere, because this one's from the team behind Project Winter.
another social deception game? Yeah.
That was your first look at Underlab, the next social deception game from Other Ocean Interactive. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so put it on your wish list. And in the meantime, you can sign up for the closed beta.
Let's see what we got up here next. We have okay. So with the Future Game Show, there's always this part where we get transported to another world. Kind of, it's a thing. It's just for a few minutes. It's like an out-of-body experience. Nobody really knows where we are, not even the producers, not even us. We just read our lines and then they let us leave.
Thank God you're an actor, not a salesperson.
Yeah. It'll be okay. Still a contract, just very, 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 very small.
Oh, Troy, you weren't kidding. This is liminal, to say the least. I worry about staying too long in here, but we have some VR news to get through first.
We sure do. First up is a new trailer of Hellsweeper VR, an intense action game where you defy twisted souls with a trifecta of pure pain. Swords, guns, and magic.
Hellsweeper looked pretty cool last time we saw it. Is it almost done?
A Hellsweeper's charge to cull demonic overspill, Hell's burden. Accept the Hellsweeper's blessing. May the lands and Dwayne peel open before you. A demon destroyed.
Yeah, that's fun. If I'm taking any drink sponsorship, it's fucking Monster Energy, not Spawn. Yeah, the biggest question I had about Hellsweeper was you do so much like weird, crazy, flippy dippiness that I'm like, man, can people play this without getting sick? Good job.
So nice that they clean up after all the demonic blood sport. Hellsuper VR is coming to PSVR 2, MetaQuest, Steam VR, and Viveport on September 21st.
Our next game is The Pirate Queen, an immersive puzzle adventure set in 19th century China with a protagonist voiced by an actor who I'm sure you are all familiar with.
Who? Who is it? Tell me. You have to tell me. Troy, who is it?
You'll find out in approximately 3, 2.
Is it?
Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
The Pirate Queen is a true story based on a woman who started as a courtesan in the mid-Qing dynasty. So it's the 1800s, the early 1800s, 1807, right? About that time, who married a pirate. And
I was guessing it was Erica for a second.
After his unfortunate demise, she took over and became the leader of this pirate fleet and was the brains behind standing up for women's rights.
She went on to command a fleet of about 70,000 people during the lead up to the Opium Wars and became the most powerful pirate of all time. But there's this misconception that everyone thinks that Blackbeard was the most powerful pirate, but it's not.
And it's a woman.
And it's a woman.
Surprise.
Yeah.
At that time, it was very common for women in China to have their feet bound. And it was thought of something as that was beautiful and cultured. So here's this woman who doesn't have her feet bound, and she rises to this leadership.
And it's the most extraordinary story of an underdog, if you think about it, because she literally came from poverty, from a life of working as a flower boat girl, to becoming the most powerful pirate of all time.
The fact that it's a true story.
That was Lucy Liu's last
It's been
voice
created
acting
in this
position.
virtual world of technology is quite significant. It's bringing the old and the new together, and also presenting something that's not just a game, but something that's real and exciting and historic.
I know the name. That's been from something before that, though.
Let's see how well you fare as the Pirate Queen.
Cool.
That was Lucy Liu making her Future Games Show debut. Many thanks to Singer Studios for that deep dive on the Pirate Queen, which is coming to Quest 2 and Steam VR in early 2024.
All right, let's head over here now as it's time to check in with Vertigo 2, an absurdist VR first-person shooter inspired by Half-Life.
Absurdist? You know, I was talking with Adam when we watched the Gamescom opening night live, and there was some VR stuff there, and one of the questions that we had was like, when are we gonna see, what's gonna be the first big VR game that isn't a shooter and isn't a rhythm game? That just kind of feels like the only two things that really get pushed onto VR, because they work well in the VR space, right?
Great Scott!
Like
we're pleased
in rhythm games, you got like Beat Saber, Audica, Synth Rider, and then just an endless,
switch gears a little bit.
Endless
here's a
deluge
city builder with very
of
relaxing
shooter
atmosphere.
games. Come to me, my children. I shall build you a new city to exist on. I will develop your island. I will give you life. I shall provide for you. And after I build this island, I shall bring the rains and the river. Never mind. No. We just build the island.
Ah, that was Islanders VR Edition, which is launching on September 28th.
This next one's for all the whimsy lovers out there. We've got an update on the VR version of a poignant narrative adventure starring a troupe of mischievous metal soldiers.
Tiny Hearts? Tin Hearts? Something like that? It's a Lemming style game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this game is already out. This is just the VR version of it. And it is extremely cute. Oh no. They got eated. A horrible little mechanical spider. Tin Hearts. Okay.
Tin Hearts is coming to PC VR and PSVR 2. Having friends is cool and all,
What
but
counts
they can
as
get on your
PC
nerves,
VR?
you know?
Is that just Steam?
Well, sometimes you just want to become a giant and crush them all like little ants. Am I right, Joy?
Sure.
Well, thankfully, our next game lets you live out that fantasy as part of a virtual cross-reality battle.
Just a fantasy, right?
A fantasy, Troy.
VR versus PC? Like, half of the people are playing on a mouse and keyboard and the other half are in VR? Is that what you're saying? Like somebody is sitting on a computer playing a third-person shooter and then there's a VR person? Because if so, I kind of fucking love that idea. I think that's exactly what it is.
Davigo is coming to Steam early access later this year.
Cool. Well, I think I'm done being a disembodied voice for now. Any idea on how to escape this place, Troy?
I don't know. Wizard of Oz always seems to work. You know, just click your heels.
Oh, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I'm just kidding. We push a button.
Oh.
Okay, it is good to be back on Terra Firma, or whatever this is. That was the third edition of our VR showcase, and you can wishlist anything that you saw on our dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
If it isn't Vandisha.
Weird, Troy.
Hi, friend. Welcome in.
But the experience was kind of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
right,
I think
Troy?
that's definitely even the name behind the idea behind the name, Athena. Davigo, David and Goliath.
But it's
really clever naming.
Maybe.
Clever. Very, very clever.
Welcome back, Visioneers. Many things have changed since the last time we saw you.
Weird fucking
Part
sidebar.
VR now looks and feels better than ever. And we don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
So is there a Trine 5? Yeah, we'll check it out later.
Amusement parks are all about memories. And memories
And hello,
are meant to
Cerulean.
be shared. Now you'll be able to share them with your loved ones. And also, the world. Build, share, and explore the craziest rides and the most beautiful sceneries.
Yeah, another amusement park builder, Vanishar. There's never a shortage.
Beyond's first
Anyone can make a
DLC,
video game now, so
Extreme.
let's just keep rehashing everything.
Get extreme and go beyond the fun.
Thank you to Limbic Entertainment for that update on Park Beyond. The game is out now, and the Beyond Extreme DLC is coming soon.
Let's step into the wholesome world of Tiny Glade now, a laid-back sandbox game where you doodle castles into existence.
I've seen so many clips of this on Twitter because of the like generative art that it makes, essentially. Not in a negative way, not like AI generated art, but like the procedural generation of how you move things around and the textures and stuff fill in and stuff. It's super cute. It's super cool. I don't know if there's a game or if it's literally just like a tool to play with. But it's really neat the way that you can just drag a window around and the bricks and stuff move and everything. Like, I don't know if there's an objective. So cute, though.
Explore your imagination when Tiny Glade launches on PC in 2024. Maybe you can doodle it onto your wish list.
Okay, so there's no car on stage for Troy to try and sell you this time, but the developers of Pacific Drive has sent us a brand new
This game
story
looks fucking
trailer.
sick.
So let's dig into that lore together, shall we?
Someone out there? They're from outside? They're a preacher.
So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? We have to find you a way out.
30,000 feet.
Yeah, that's the one, Vanishar. And they're like crazy.
I wish I could tell you what I saw.
Storms and shit.
I wish I could put it into words.
Like hellfire shit.
But most of all, I wish I could forget.
Could it be? The remnant? It can't be. There hasn't been one in decades. When we're all dead and gone, and limb technology but a footnote in the history books, the anomalies will remain. They're the legacy.
We didn't do an individual trailer review. We saw it during a different showcase. I don't remember which one anymore because we've watched like 20 of them in the last 3 months.
We're stuck here for good.
The remnants are like us in a way. Those
Hey,
who chose to stay behind, we are as discarded and forgotten as they are.
You and the car are inseparable now, so get acquainted.
Something special's going on beneath that hood.
You're in this one? Zvdub? One, it's good to see you. Welcome back. We have not seen Humanity yet, but I believe you. And I'm good,
Pacific
Draw.
Drive is coming
Life
to PC
is very
and
busy
PlayStation
right
5
now.
in 2024. Park it on your wish list in the meantime.
You may remember Nexon's 16v16 fantasy brawler Warhaven from our summer showcase earlier this year. After a successful Steam Next Fest, the developers are back with an exciting update about when you
Boo,
can get your hands on the
Nexon.
game.
Boo. Boo, Nexon. I just boo them as a company because they're kind of a shitty company. Warhaven is interesting to me, right? Because, like, we've seen so many companies try to make their own For Honor style game, and so many of them have failed. And so, like, it makes me wonder if this will do any better. The fact that it's Nexon means that it's probably going to be microtransaction hell, and the monetization for it is going to be ugly, disgusting, and is probably going to push people away from the game. Because I already feel like the market for this style of game is more limited than we initially think it is. Especially when the only genuinely successful one of these has been For Honor.
Victory is mine. It's my time to shine.
Ooh,
Could be wrong though, we'll
check
see.
that one out. What's up next, Troy?
You're at hour
We do
25.
have an exclusive
Got about
trailer
30
for
minutes to go
Warhammer
then.
Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin next. Let's check it out.
Perhaps this is one of the great cities of the Age of Myth.
I am pretty sure this is the exact same trailer that they played during opening night live.
Hammers of Sigmar! No relent! No mercy!
We must fight on! The banner cannot fall! Warriors of Sigmar, stand with me!
Obtaining this power may end
Yeah,
up being the
it
reason
is
we were
Mandatar.
sent here in the first
Real-time
place.
strategy.
If we can claim it, we can cleanse the Oryx and save our cannabis.
What's ours stays ours. Nothing gonna stop us now. We do not fear death. Fight on!
The dead must rise.
Kind of Total War like, a little bit, without like the 4K side of it. It feels a little bit closer to like Warcraft 3, which I mean, I guess is like a really good compliment on its
Warhammer
part.
Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on
If you want to
November
remind
17,
people of an
2023,
RTS game
and
with
you
your
can
own,
pre-order
Warcraft
it
3
right
is
now.
a really good one
Now
to,
it's time
like,
for a gameplay
trigger
trailer
memories
for
of.
Abiotic Factor. This is a multiplayer survival game starring a bunch of dorks. I'm sorry. I mean the planet's greatest minds, who are trying to escape a doomed facility.
Troy! Why are you like this?
There has been a Tier 1 containment breach.
Under the circumstances, this works.
Please commence sector evacuation protocols. Please emerge.
Yeah, Age of Sigmar is more Warhammer Fantasy than 40K. Which, I mean, Total War Warhammer is all Warhammer Fantasy, so. What is this?
Yes, that will do nicely.
Oh dear.
Like, I'm not quite sure of the goal. Is it supposed to be like a survival crafting game?
And productive evening.
I think so? I guess maybe a pseudo open world survival crafting game?
Abiotic Factor is coming in 2024, so go put it in containment on your wish list and sign up for the playtest while you're at it.
Well, what do you know? It's world premiere time yet again. This one is a treat for all the racing fans out there, especially if you're into the classics.
What does that mean? Which classics? Like Wave Race? Is that what you're talking about? F-Zero? Yeah, okay, that's probably what they're talking about, Z-Dub. That's a good comparison. Unfortunately, you know how you don't get to control what games you played growing up because you were just like at the behest of like your older siblings or what your parents got you? So like my brain, when I think of like old school classic racing games, my brain goes Cyber Speed, because we owned Cyber Speed for the fucking PlayStation 1 and almost nobody's heard of that weird ass freaking racing game.
Phantom Spark, a future fantasy time trial racer coming to PC and Nintendo Switch.
So we've had a ton of cool trailers so far. So
I haven't heard of it. You're not missing anything.
Play something. Well, how about a montage of 8 games that have demos you can try right after the show?
All right, montage.
Ridge Racer. There you go, Cerulean. Oh yeah, that hand game. What was that one? Yeah, Super Adventure Hand. This game looks hilarious. Corsair's Legacy. I'm just going to immediately say that I don't think I care. after Dream. Yeah, if we remember, remind me to show you guys 2 things about cyberspeed after we get done watching this. Night loops. That looks like a fantastic time. Airship Kingdoms Adrift. Something about that is speaking to me, and I'm not sure why. I actually kind of like the way that it looks. Luna Abyss. Somebody trying to make something like Returnal. Looks cool, though. I'm going to need to remember...
Thank you so much.
So many
to all
things.
Of the
There's so many games coming out, man.
In our ones to play montage. And remember that you can head to the Future Games Show Steam page to get easy access to all those delicious game demos.
I like that the bad guys in the Thing game
All right,
were
back to the
feet.
trailers. We've got a very peaceful adventure game up next where you can glide around an interstellar paradise past rusty robots and adorable wildlife.
Oh, I'm all about that. All right, let's see it.
Big Dragon Quest energy.
Born on Earth, but I think I have been homesick for Europa my whole life. It has surpassed my expectations in every way, this place. I don't know what I expected. I can't make my mind believe that this is real. The air tastes like water, and the water tastes like wine. The gardeners have turned this place into a paradise. The sins of the past can stay home on Earth. Things will be different this time. They have to be.
Kind of feels like Journey crossed with Breath of the Wild.
Europa is coming soon, but surprise, you can actually play it right now by checking out the demo that's just launched on Steam. Erica?
Well, this next one's for all of you warheads out there, because that's probably what Warframe players call themselves.
It actually is.
I don't actually know, but I'm going to call you warheads.
Of the game coming up next. Shall we dig in? Is that what you did? Yeah.
Yeah, so Warframe is getting like 3 expansions or updates or something, and we got Soulframe coming out eventually. There was a big gameplay reveal for Soulframe that we'll need to check out at some point. Warheads are sour? I love Warheads.
Was it I who escaped? Or
Never got into Warframe. Me neither, Vandashar. I liked the way that it looked and the way that it looked like it played, but I had a friend that played Warframe for a little while, and they said that it was just always insanely easy, and that made them bored very, very quickly. And we know a few people that have played, like, I'm not joking, like 7,000 hours of Warframe, and we talked to them about, like, hey, does the game ever pose any type of challenge? And they're like, no,
August 26th.
We had the same problem with
like
Dungeon
card
Fighter
builders
Online.
and city
Cool
builders,
game, fun to
but
play, no
oh
difficulty.
Boy, do we have the game for you. This is Wild Country.
No difficulty. Like, even the end game wasn't difficult. Yeah, just grinding daily. Just lots of grinding. Is this a versus game? Yes. Yeah, with cards. I don't fully grasp what the game is, but it's some sort of like miniature city builder card battler
make sure
game.
That it is on your wish list.
Let's throw it over to Past Tech Games now, as they've got an update on what's coming next for Raven's Watch.
Yeah, more Ravens Watch content. I want to play this with the Scooby Squad, but it just doesn't have enough content right now. They launched it into early access with so little.
Passing storm. Let's not stick around here too long.
Oh no, they're here.
Come on, man! Don't give up!
Meet thy maker, shadow of dark dreams.
This place is new. A different kind of silence.
Silence rarely bodes anything but danger.
Huh. There's friends in there.
Raven's Watch is out in early access on Steam already, but you should watch out for the Storm Island update, which is coming in September.
Our next game is gross in the best possible way. And I don't even think the developers would mind us saying that.
Yeah, it's a big part of the biopunk appeal, right? And with that in mind, it's time for an update from Ebb Software about the studio's Giger-inspired nightmare adventure, Scorn.
Biopunk? Biopunk. Okay. Looks like a co-op version of Hades, Vandashar. Yeah. You're not too far off. I didn't know if... I ended up not playing Scorn because... You know. But I didn't feel as though with the way that people talked that there was room for Scorn to have an update. Insert noun plus punk. It looks too gross for you, Athena? Yeah, big mood. I'm just like, There's a whole lot of penises and vajayjays everywhere. Oh, it's coming to PlayStation. Got it. There's not actually an update to the game. It's just no longer an Xbox exclusive. Understood. Okay.
You heard it here first. Ebb Software's Scorn is undulating its way onto PlayStation 5 this
Don't
October
use that
3rd.
word.
But if you can't wait, it's actually on PC Game Pass right now. And in fact, there's a lot of games on PC Games Pass. Too many to mention, even. So let's let this trailer do the talking instead.
Well, I see Starfield, Lies of P, Naraka Blade Point, Forza Horizon.
Ready to get out there?
Next big thing and I'm on the move. Best watch your step when I'm coming through.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, Game Pass is sweet.
Classic. If I drop any day, it's a classic. Any wave that I'm on, it's a classic. Hey, you heard that? Classic.
I play a lot of things just because they are on Game Pass.
Subscribe to PC Game Pass for access to all of these games and so much more. Thanks to our buddies at Xbox for keeping us in the loop.
Oh, wait. Troy. Ow. Did you hear that?
You?
I think it's another world premiere.
You might be right. This one's so melodic. Roll the clip before we start harmonizing.
No. Stop it, Troy. Yeah, they did have that big update to V-Rising. Is that game actually out/done yet? Or are we still technically in early access when it comes to V-Rising? Well, that was a fun design. A few years ago, they were offering Game Pass for $1, but you could buy 2 years of it for $24. I was bummed when my Game Pass ran out and I couldn't do it again. Yeah, I think they realized that was not good value for them. I just really want them to get the family plans launched. Because they had like the trial of the family plans like in Brazil or something like that.
A musical puzzle platformer coming to PC and consoles in 2024. I know, amazing.
Oh, nice. Vibes, Apollo. Troy, I mean. Anyway, you'll all be pleased to hear that we're going back to back with the world premieres. We've got another one coming up next.
A psychedelic visual novel. You don't freaking say. There's still a couple areas blacked out in V Rising, which makes you think it's still being made. Sounds about right. The name of the game is Dome King Cabbage. Psychedelic is right.
Is first off just a wonderful name for a video game, but
no,
also
it is not,
a visual
Troy.
novel
Shut
set
up.
in the world of a monster collecting RPG. It's coming to PC and Nintendo Switch, so get it on your wish list ASAP.
Let's feast our eyes on some gameplay from Astronomo next. This is CodeSync's platform puzzler, where you build cute cosmic contraptions with your friends.
Somebody's take on Little Big Planet? Is that what I'm getting from this? Or like somebody's take on Mario Maker? Somewhere in between the two, maybe? Astronomo.
Astronomo is blasting off on PC later this year.
And just like that, we're back with another world premiere.
Oh, well, say a prayer for all the wish lists out there.
Why? Is there a limit to wish lists on Steam? If there are, man, I might be getting close. Hexen Hunters. What is it, Vanishar? Those two. Yeah, I like Erica. Troy makes me want to eat my own shorts. I feel like proper examples of what the gameplay is are lacking here. Like, we see them using abilities on, like, still monsters. But is it like an isometric action RPG like Diablo? Is it a roguelite like frickin', you know, whatever that Ravens Watch?
That was the announcement trailer for the tactical RPG Hexen
Oh, is it your turn,
Hunters,
Speed-Up?
which is coming to PC in 2024.
We got a special little montage from our friends at Freedom Games next. Let's check it out.
You're in the montage? Sweet. That ain't you. What is this, like, Dragon Ball meets Yakuza thing? Mr. Peppermint? What? Okay. That looks like you. Yeah. Congratulations, V-Dub. That was a weird thing to follow you. It's not Animal Crossing, is what that was just now. Trailer was mad, but it did take us some traction. You've still come a long way from when we checked out your stuff, like, what was it, like 9 months ago now? It was a hot while. Asterogues! People just grabbing darts. Game! Quick! What else can we copy? Copy Animal Crossing! This is, like, not, Sins of a Solar Empire. That was a very short trailer for you to just shadow drop a game, unless that game's been out for a while.
Thank you to our friends at Freedom
I'd love a
Games
good space sim. What kind of space sim, Vandashar?
Be sure to wishlist anything that
I mean,
catches your
because, you know,
eye.
Starfield comes out
for
in
Wayfinder up next. Airship Syndicate's
like
massively
4
multiplayer
days.
action RPG where you control chaos to restore the shattered world of Evanor.
Is this Wayfinder? Yes.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall?
No.
The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price.
Like capital ship battles, not like a fighter sim? Okay. I was gonna initially suggest Everspace 2.
Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us. Silo, the Emperor called you a thief and a smuggler, but the people called you a hero, and they need that hero now. Nis, born in darkness, sworn to revenge. Nothing will stand between you and your prey. Senja, the last of the Iron Sisters. But when you close your eyes, that pain fades into the
You
roar
named her
of the
Senja?
cries.
Why did you have to name her Senja
Windwave.
when she looks
You
and feels so
safeguarded
close to
Skylight
Sejuani
long
from
before
League of
the fall.
Legends?
Give us hope that the light can still triumph.
Get behind me!
That is not Reinhardt from Overwatch.
Venomous, a child of the maze, a nation of monsters. But in time, you became something even more terrifying.
That is not Widowmaker.
Kairos, you sacrificed your human body to master arcane power like no other. We need your mind. You fell, and the world was broken. Civilization is fractured. But you can return and give our world one last chance.
This world needs champions.
Man, something about Wayfinder just feels like super generic. I don't know what it is. Like, when we did, like, the trailer review for it, like, I still feel like what we said then is going to be true. In the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to see a JPEG on Twitter that says something like the state of Wayfinder, and it's going to be announcing them closing
Time to
down.
check in with Ad Infinitum, a psychological horror game full of unspeakable nightmares. So I'm just going to hover in the corner quietly and cry and let the trailer do its thing.
This game either is out or comes out very soon. It's one of the two. Like, we hadn't heard anything about this game for a while, and then they were like, oh yeah. Ad infinitum. I don't know if that is quite infinitum, like infinity.
Ad Infinitum is coming to PC and consoles on September 14th.
At least that's my understanding.
Question for you, Troy. What would you get if you blended Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with a narrative-heavy roguelike?
Ooh, you probably end up with something really
In Latin, it's
Ding, ding, ding.
infinitum.
Our friends at Phantom
Yeah,
Twist
but we're a bunch
already
of dumb
figured this out, apparently.
Americans.
So here's a gameplay trailer for Hellskate.
Great name.
So the guy with the wing, that's Anton Falcon. And Anton just wants to skate. He wants to do grinds, manuals, flips, any trick you can think of, really. He even has balance meters. This is Hellskate, a game where you fight to skate and skate to fight. Monsters will try to stop you since everyone hates skateboarders, but luckily for you, your deck is a weapon, literally. All you need to do is skate
Do I
towards
remember
enemies,
this
get
game,
close,
Vandashar?
and mash
Yeah,
the
we saw it
attack
before.
buttons to give 'em hell.
It was in another one of the
With the perks you
showcases.
get from
Couldn't tell you which
Karen
showcase it
You'll
was,
hit
but I
even
remember
harder
the game.
in style.
It looked pretty sweet.
But what you really want to be doing is skateboarding tricks to power up your attacks. Like a Benihana that ignites your weapon. Or a heel flip that summons lightning. Or a plus
Oh, I'm
100%
sorry.
damage barrel
What was
roll
the name
followed
of
by
that
a metal
station
chain
wagon
shooting
game? I think I
kick,
want to
grind
wish
for
list
extra
it.
crit chance and watch
Pacific
numbers
Drive?
go up.
Pacific
Still a neat
something.
tutorial to make you build. There's a wiki. And don't fear the Reaper. Death's just part of the game. Sure, you'll have to bust out of mall jail every time, but shopping centers are a great place to spend your earnings. You can get a new deck/weapon from Ginny,
You gonna shop or what?
or visit Layla to get permanent upgrades to both your skin and your powers.
You gave yourself a tattoo?
The stronger you get, the farther you go. The farther you go, the better the gear. The better the gear, the stronger you get. And maybe one day, you'll even get past Garland.
It's like Hades merged with freaking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I don't know if that's what they said before the trailer played. They said something about Tony Hawk,
The
but
hellscape just goes on forever.
Pacific Drive is correct. Nice. Good job, me. You can remember something from 17 minutes ago. Game looks cool.
How has this game not been made before? Get ready to shred your way through
Because
Wertheim
skateboard
as
games
Hellskate
aren't
is
that
coming in
popular. You
2024.
heard him.
Kickflip it
Did
on
you
your
listen to
wish
the
list.
trailer? Everyone hates skateboarders.
Right on, bruh.
We are closing in on the end of the show. But hold on to your butts, folks, because before we wrap up, we've got some dinosaurs to show you.
This is Death Ground.
Oh my. All pre-alpha gameplay footage. This is a work in progress and is not final. Please don't sue us for false advertising. This looks like this could be a Scooby Squad game. Well, that sucks. Oh, hi.
Rapturous applause, please. This is even better with the dinosaur sounds. That was some grisly gameplay. Wishlist Deathground on Steam as it's coming soon to PC.
It makes me sad to say this, Troy,
You can see this.
but it's actually time for our final trailer.
Man, I always have time flies when you're having fun.
That's so true. So true, Troy. Well, the good news is that with this last world premiere, we are definitely going out in spooky style.
I am already scared. Let's give the good people what they want.
Yeah, that was the guy on screen. Athena game? It looks like it could be scary. Oh no, Jesus! Somebody save him! Grab the Gorilla Glue. You look like you are having a terrible time. It's about to get worse. Looks terrible.
Woof. Caroline Walker returns in Tormented Souls 2,
Yay.
which is coming to PC and consoles in 2024. Genuine goosebumps.
And with that fitting crescendo, it seems that we have reached the end of the show. In the immortal words of Andrea Bocelli, it's time to say goodbye.
And in the immortal words of Socrates, I drank what? From one stray god to another, it has been a hell of a time, Erica.
Likewise, Troy. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And to everybody out there who tuned in to watch us joke around and talk about cool games, we salute you.
We do salute you. And also to all of the hardworking developers who built and submitted trailers for the show, our partners at Gamescom, and the entire Future Game Show team behind the scenes who made this event possible. We salute you as well.
Remember to head on over to our Future Game Show Steam page to find all of today's games and flesh out those ever-expanding wish lists.
And for a closer look at the individual trailers, as well as follow-up interviews and extra content, check out the official Future Game Show YouTube channel and Gamesradar.com.
I'm Erica Ishii.
I'm still Troy Baker.
And
this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2023. Nailed it. Take 4, by the way.
Man, your top word's good.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, she's not bad. Would rather her solo. Yeah. You know, that's the worst that I've seen Troy be. Troy has been at a lot of different showcases and events and stuff. And it's kind of like a meme that Troy is really into himself. And obviously they're reading off of a teleprompter and stuff like that. So I wonder if whoever wrote the script for the show was like, let's just really ham up the narcissism from Troy. I don't know if that was like part of the play or whatever, but man, it felt bad. Like, anyway. So yeah, that was the Future Game Show. You know, I will say that having watched Gamescom opening night live earlier and now watching the Future Game Show, even though we had like cringe Troy Baker, this was a much better showcase than opening night live was. Opening night live this year was fucking weird. Like, it was weird. Like, and I'm not even talking about the dude who rushed the stage, who was trying to talk about like freaking Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever. No, it was like, hey, so we brought freaking Zack Snyder to talk about his Netflix movie at Gamescom. That was weird. And which they also had the whole thing about one of the things that they talked about for Gamescom was how Gamescom was supposed to be like a dedicated showcase for games that were coming up soon, which is fine because there's actually like a lull in releases as we approach the end of the year. Like after August, it starts to slow down a little bit, and there's like a couple of big releases each month instead of just being like this go, go, go. And there's a bunch of games that are still slated as like 2023 games, and we're like, we don't have release dates. And it, like, one of the ones that keeps coming to mind for myself is Stellar Blade, formerly Project Eve. And everyone was like, oh, cool, Gamescom is going to like fill in the rest of the year. And most of the announcements at Gamescom didn't even have a release year. It wasn't even like coming Q1 2024. It was like, it's being made. And I was like, you freaking lied to me. This was all supposed to be stuff that was out in the next like 6 months, by the way that you were talking about the showcase beforehand, and that is not what we got. But this Future Game Show was really, really good. Of course, I also enjoyed the other Future Game Shows up to this point as well. So I don't know when their next one is, but I will look forward to it. I will say the one that happened during the Summer Games Fest as well as their Spring Showcase, I think both of them were better just because the hosts were better. Erica here did a fantastic job, but whoever wrote Troy's lines did him and us dirty. But the content of it was good. Definitely enjoyed the pacing and the trailers and stuff. Like, it's a really well put together showcase, right? Definitely good. Wonder if the Socrates joke was his? Oh, God, maybe. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. Which one had Nick Cage? That was... I don't know. All of the showcases blur together. Like, really, really blur together. The pacing was good. It was an engaging showcase that after an hour and a half, I was like, man, that was fun. That was good. I felt good at the end of it and going, sweet thing, Jesus, we're done. Woo! Yeah, it was definitely good. And I feel like they also, I don't know how the behind the scenes of this works or looks or anything like that, but I feel like they did a good job of not putting too similar of games together to allowing games to stand out. There's a whole lot of games coming out though, just like all the time. So it's hard to see the forest for the trees. Is that what they say? Or whatever that phrase is. So our trailer was too short, in your opinion? I would agree, V-Dub. Your trailer was pretty short. It did look a lot higher quality than what you had put out before. I mean, considering a couple of your, I don't know if do we call them trailers, showcases? Because you had a couple of pretty long ones that were like screen captures where because I distinctly remember you having like your Windows taskbar at the bottom. I mean, but you were, even earlier in the process and trying to get things like actually running and moving and stuff, where that was at least a lot more cinematically cut and had some more like interesting camera angles and trying to show off the gameplay instead of almost like a proof of concept feel. But I do agree that the trailer was a bit short, but you were also part of a montage. So, I mean, there's always that frustration that exists there of, especially because like if you're in a montage, like you want to try, you're going to be short no matter what, and you want to try to get the most interesting like 15 to 30 seconds that you're going to get, which is really, really hard, especially when you're already in this massive cavalcade showcase where it's going to just be game after game after game after game after the game. So all the other ones we did ourselves, this one the publisher did. I mean, I think they did a pretty good cut, but like you said, it was just short. But I think it was a pretty good like presentation. But it definitely could have been longer. But I mean, like you said, like we just talked about, you're part of a montage, whereas hopefully your next reveal or trailer can be more along the lines of like a proper. I feel like most trailers should be at least a minute 30. That feels like the shortest amount of time that a trailer feels like you're offering enough substance to the people that you're advertising to, is about a minute 30. Because especially like if it's a minute or less, when you take in the fact of like company logos and the game logo and stuff, it's just like super, super limited. Unless you like do like the fast cuts through the logos, because sometimes they'll just be like company game trailer and then like the name of the game at the end. But sometimes you'll see like a 60-second trailer and it's like game company trailer game title, and you're like, oh wow, you guys managed to milk that entire trailer with everything but gameplay. The next trailer is just over a minute, and it's a release trailer. I wish you the best of luck, Svidub. Anyway, reminded you of a game you enjoyed, Vandashar. The game that it reminds me the most immediate of is Project Zomboid. But I will say that even from when we watched Humanitzy's trailers like a year ago, it definitely looked more appealing to me than Project Zomboid, because Project Zomboid, I feel, is a game that lives and dies by people modding it. It feels like a game that just needs mods, and the developers went, here you go, and then like, here you go, you guys can make your own fun, mod it how you want, we're gonna go do something else. And I was like, oh, well, dang. All right, but that's the Future Game Show, everybody. What's next? I don't know of any other showcases that are at Gamescom, but I do know we have September coming up. September's in just a few days, and there's going to be 3 in September, because there's always been a Nintendo Direct in September since they started Nintendo Directs. There has always been, no, there not hasn't always been. There has reliably been a PlayStation State of Play in September, and we also have the Tokyo Game Show in September. So, boop, 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 boop. Get ready for more trailers. Wow! All right. Anyway, so that's the Future Game Show. I hope you all had a good time. Let me know what your thoughts are. What was your favorite game that you saw from the Future Game Show? What stood out to you? What made you, have some interest? What were you like, nah, it looks cool, but it's not for me? Because there was definitely a handful of those here. Let me know down in the comments below. If you want to keep up with us elsewhere, I am on all of the social medias. We're on Twitter or X or Discord or Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram. Pick your poison and go follow us on whichever one is your preferred choice. Or if you want to keep up the conversation on the stream, you can join us in chat, because this video is recorded live on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.